If your SaaS onboarding is a welcome email on day 1, a tip on day 3, and a follow-up on day 7, that is not a journey you should be using if you want to reduce friction and churn. Hi, I'm Harish, and in this video, I'll show you how to build a proper SaaS onboarding journey using Intempt. This journey will utilize behavioral triggers, segmentation, and a win-back personalization for churned users who come back later. Let's get started. Every onboarding journey runs on behavioral data. The journey cannot respond to what a user does if it does not know what they did with the product. So before you build anything, you need clean event tracking in place. The 5 events that matter for a perfect SaaS onboarding are when a user signs up, when they log in, when they use each of your core features, when they complete their profile, and when they upgrade their plan. These are the moments that signal progress towards value. In Intempt, go to Integrations and install the JavaScript SDK inside the head section of your root files. Once it is live, you can watch the events firing in real time, just like debug view on GA4. Then confirm that these 5 events are firing correctly before you build on top of it. Segments are not just for targeting. They are how your journey understands where each user stands at any given moment. When a condition check fires mid-journey and has this user activated, it is checking segment membership, not a static field. You need 4 segments for this workflow. Activated users are people who have used at least 3 core features or completed their profile and invited a teammate. Signed up, not activated segment are people who signed up but have not reached the bar yet. Churned users are people who were active but have not logged in for 30 days. And returning churned users are people who are churned but just came back and logged in. The last segment is the most underrated one. Creating these segments inside Intempt is extremely easy. Just open Blue, which is Intempt super agent, and provide a prompt that tells it to create all 4 segments using the specific events and the time period. Then Blue will build all 4 segments in 1 to 2 minutes. These segments are dynamic, so the membership updates in real time as users move through each stage in their lifecycle. Here is the thing about churned users who just came back. They are not browsing, they had a reason to return, which means their intent is higher than it looks. The mistake is treating them the same as a new visitor who has never heard of you before. A churned user landing on your homepage and saying start your free trial is being asked to start over. That is friction. What they need is a reason to pick up where they left off. So head over to Experiences and create a web personalization targeting your homepage. Create one variant for the returning churned users and use the visual editor to edit the hero headline to something like welcome back. A lot has changed since you left. Or change the CTA from start free trial to log back in, or say what is new. This will create an emotional connection between your product and the churned user, which increases the likelihood of this user converting into a paid customer. Then start the experience and analyze the performance. The goal of onboarding journey is not to send 7 emails. The goal should be to get every new user to their activation moment before the 14-day window closes. Every block in the journey should either move them closer to that or get out of the way. Ideally, the journey flow should be send a welcome email 10 minutes after the sign up, check the activation status on day 2 before sending anything else. If they are activated, then exit the journey. If there is no value in continuing to onboard someone who already activated. If they have not, then send a nudge. On day 3, branch by qualification scope. High-fit users should get a personal Gmail from the founder offering a setup call, not a SendGrid blast. That distinction matters because a Gmail from a real name in their inbox reads completely different than a marketing email. If they reply, unenroll them from the journey and let the conversation continue one-to-one. Lower-fit users will get a different feature tip via SendGrid instead. Activation is not the finish line. It is the starting line. Research shows that users who adopt 3 or more features churn at roughly half the rate of users who only ever use 1 feature at a time. Once a user joins the activated user segment, they should enter a second journey automatically. Walk them through each remaining core feature one at a time. Check whether they used it before sending the next one, and branch according. At day 21, check the total feature adoption, and 3 or more feature adopted means they are a power user and ready for an upgrade conversation. Fewer than 3 means they are at risk, and this is when you should fire a Slack notification to your CS team so a human can step in before the 30-day window closes. Automated journeys are efficient, but they have a ceiling. Knowing exactly which user needs a human conversation and when is what separates a journey that activates users from the one that just sends emails. If you're dealing with high onboarding friction and high churn rate, experiment this workflow and see how it improves your MRR. If you want a detailed guide, check the description. And if you want to see exactly where your users are dropping off right now, run a free growth audit with Intempt. As always, I'll see you in the next one.